Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Superstar Director Becca Levie with Scentsy Family Fragrance Company. And this is day 20 of our Scentsy Excuse Busters Challenge. Can you hear the little ones, the little Yorkies playing? That's why we love to work at home, right? So even our fur babies, we can have them around. Okay, so did I say 20? Because it's day 20. I can't believe it. 21 days is a habit. That's tomorrow. And I'm just back to show you talk to you about what I am doing and experiencing. I really love hearing how many of you say, gosh, I heard you went into this store and had this experience and this business and had that experience. So today I'm going to go into a little bit of detail so that you can just keep hearing, because faith comes by hearing the word. And if we hear the positive things, then we gain faith and hope and positivity and are willing to take action. But if we're only listening to the negative things, then that's what we have faith in. So before we get started about today, I was wearing my Need Scentsy button. And also, Heidi, I hope your name's getting really well known out there. I also, oh goodness, wore my Scentsy Raise the Bar necklace, as Heidi calls it. So I was layered up really good, layered. Pardon the pun, we love our layers, right? Okay, so yes, I was all Scentsy-fied up. So today when we went out, we got a lot of the normal people were looking, and it was really, we went to the mall today and it was really busy, and we went up to a cash register to make a purchase of a small gift bag, and the lady of course saw our Scentsy buttons and she said, so you sell Scentsy? And yes, what, do you have Scentsy? Yes, I do. Do you have a consultant? No. You guys, this is crazy, but this is kind of exciting for us, right? Because if you've lived in an area where there were lots of consultants and there aren't, their customers are hungry and so looking for a fabulous Scentsy consultant. That leaves so much room for us. Plus the people that do not have a Scentsy consultant because they haven't personally experienced Scentsy. Yes, they've seen it on cars. Yes, they've seen it maybe on Facebook. They've seen it and heard of it, but they've never experienced it. So they don't have it in their home. So we have this greater market that doesn't have Scentsy, and then this easy market that is just looking for a wonderful Scentsy consultant. And yes, I run into people who have one and they're happy, and I always say, I love it. That's awesome. Because we like hearing that, and I love it when other customers hear, that yes, I have a Scentsy consultant and I love it, because those who are standing also in line that haven't, then they're more open to me because another complete stranger is saying Scentsy's a great thing. So all the way around, it helps. So we're at this register, of course, and we're having this conversation, and then we said, do you need a consultant? She said, I do. She said, do you have a catalog? We said, yes. And then she said, we asked her what scent she liked, and she said woodsy smells. And so if you have your favorite woodsy smell, would you please post it at the bottom here of in the comments area what your favorite woodsy smell is? And then we said, and there was a line behind us, okay? So we're trying to speed this up. So we said, would you mind filling out our little information slip? So we did, and she put maybe, no to fundraiser, and maybe. So here's somebody that is open to the business opportunity. Oh, I'm forgetting a really important part here. So anyways, she started to fill out the slip, okay? And then she said, could you come back, because I've got this big line. We said, sure. So we went around and we're running some, just went to different places. And, it was tempting to not go back. I have to say, I was kind of like, oh, I don't think she was that interested, whatever. So almost didn't go back. But thank heavens I did, because why? She is interested in everything except for a fundraiser at this point. So I could have a potential new team member help someone accomplish their goals and dreams through the Scentsy opportunity, and I almost missed it. We've got to ignore that little itty bitty icky committee. We've got to just follow through, follow through, follow through. So speaking of follow through, I think it was my second week, met this lady at the jewelry counter, got to talking, found out that she had a son, and we just had a really good conversation. And then I asked her if she had heard of Scentsy. She had. Did she have one? No, she hadn't actually tried it. I said, can I bring you a demo warmer for you to try in your home and office? And she said, no, my office is pretty funny about smells, so that won't work. But she said, I would be open to it at my house. So I said, okay. So she filled out the information, and I tried to call her and left a message, and she didn't get back to me. And I texted her, and she didn't get back to me. And my new commitment for this time is there's always been enough people that have said yes in that first or second encounter that I've never really, a few times, but for the most part, never have really kept to following through that 5 to 8 times. So my new challenge for myself this time is to not give up on a lead until I have followed up at least 8 times. When I've done that, I can decide if I want to keep going or if I want to quit, because that's the average. Though I do know that I have learned from experts, if you keep going more times than not, they still come through. But anyway, so are you willing to make that commitment? Can you make that commitment yourself? If you want to have the things that only a few people have, then you need to do the things that only a few people do. And there's only a few people who will get committed and get excited. We have to excite ourselves. We have to understand the possibilities so that we will pay the price. So how do we do that? We hear the positive success stories. I'm already a high 6-figure income earner. I wouldn't mind being a 7-figure income earner. Why? Because what I've been able to do for my family and for others, and the stress relief and the joy that comes from to have enough money to pay your bills and travel and spend months in Hawaii and help out people. It's awesome. And you know what else is really awesome? Pushing ourselves to the next level. We don't do things because we're afraid, because we're worried about rejection. But you know what? When we just do what it takes to keep pushing through, then we get, because you hear me every day, oh my gosh, you guys, this is still working. Oh my gosh, this really works. Why? Because I have the same little itty bitty icky committee. I get just as, I have to make the choice every day over and over again to, am I going to do what few people do so I can live the kind of life that few people live? So, I don't know, I got to rambling. So anyway, so I had called and texted and called, and she had mentioned where she worked, so I thought, well, I had tried to look up where she worked because I thought I would just go by her house and or her office and maybe just drop off a gift bag. I had it all ready with a note, and I'll share with you what I wrote on that note here in a minute. So I called again because we couldn't locate her work. And so I called again, and when I got her answering machine, I just sat there, didn't say anything. Then I hung up, and then I was thinking, well, what should I do now? Should I call back and leave a message? Should I text again? I haven't followed up on my 8 times yet. Well, the phone rings, and I see it's her number. I had just called her, and I said, hello, and she said, hi, did you just call me? And I said, I did. This is Becca Levie, the Scentsy lady, and we met, blah, 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 and I have a demo warmer for you to try out. And she goes, oh, wonderful, yes. She said, where would you like to meet? So we have an appointment to meet Thursday. And she said to me, I'm so sorry. I never answered your text. I meant to, and I just forgot. And so, again, we need to quiet that little itty bitty icky committee. I believe in that adversary that comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Destroy our confidence, to steal the future that, our Creator has in store for us. And yet He's promised us that He would give us what? The spirit of power and strength. And he has great things planned for us, but we have to show up and be brave. And so I wanted to share that with you because I was tickled as I continue to go on. So I'll meet with her. And so, of course, I have 30 or 40 of these people to keep following up with. So I'm going to stop for a minute, grab my little note card because I really didn't think that I was going to share this, but now I am. Okay, so with these people that I have met at an office, or and I've said, hey, would you like to have an experience with Scentsy since you haven't? I can bring a warmer by, and you can try it out, and I'll bring you some scents, and I'll leave it with you for 3 to 4 days. And I've been saying about a week, I'll come back. I think if you leave it for 3 days, it might be better, but just with our schedule, that's what I'm doing. So the note that I am bringing with it basically says this. So this one's for Shelly, and she's at a Pandora's jewelry store, right? How awesome is that? So I said, thank you for your fun, spontaneous personality. I can see why you are so good at what you do. And I chose that about her. You know, I say choose something about them that is a genuine compliment. So I said that. Thank you for your fun, spontaneous personality. I can see why you're so good at what you do. Plus, it's spontaneous that she's like, sure, bring me a warmer. I'll try it out. I said, thank you so much for allowing me to share my Scentsy business with you. It is the kindness and openness of others that makes the world a better place and gives us, each of us, hope as we go throughout our journey. You make the world a better place. Warm wishes, Becca. And then on the other side, I wrote, you know, the instructions. Place 1 cube in the warmer and plug in and enjoy. And in 2 days, or when the scent is gone, go ahead, pour that out, wipe it with a paper towel, and put in a new scent. And I will be back in a week. And if you have any questions, you can text or call on my phone number. So I think that it's really important to acknowledge them because they are giving us a gift by allowing us to share us and what's important to us with them. So when we remind them of their greatness that inspired us, and when we remind them that they're doing a wonderful thing by being open to others and what others have, I think, you know, people really like that. So in the past, when I have done demo warmers, when I first started, I didn't do this touch. This is something that I'm doing differently here. And so I'm excited to let you know how that goes. So then also there was another gal that we had met at the JCPenney hair salon. And so I put together a gift bag for her and a card similar with just a little bit different compliment, and went to her place of work, and she was not there, so I just left it with one of her coworkers. So we'll see what happens. I fully don't expect, there's no way 10 for 10 is going to come back. I mean, 100% isn't going to come back, but remember, we just have to have that bat 300, that, you know, 300 times out of 1,000, 3 out of 10 times, 30 out of 100, okay? And we don't know if that 30 is going to come. It doesn't come like every 3 out of 10. Sometimes we get 20, no, not interested, here's your product back, didn't even try it. Oh, I don't know what happened to your product. I mean, we don't know, but I can guarantee you that if we keep going, taking massive action, weekly action, and really gifting, you know, really gifting that Scentsy spirit, knowing that what we give out comes back at some point later on. So I really encourage you to be abundant that way, to get free to use your free and half price items by collecting orders from those people. Because when we're out there, and the people who don't have a Scentsy consultant give us an order, every time we come home and put in $150 of those collected orders, we can get free warmers and half price bars, and we can have these warmers that we can go out and demo with. And if they don't come back to us, you know, they're still tax deductible. Keep really good records. So I still have a couple of more of those to follow up with, a couple more to pick up. I think we picked up, no, we've gone a couple times to catch the manager at one of the stores that we left the one of our pouch parties at, and Still haven't caught her, but we found out she'll for sure be in on Thursday. So it takes legwork, and it takes going in and going, oh, okay, they're not here. I mean, we just have to get through that to be successful. But I hope you get the message that it really does pay to do that. So I hope that these are a few more tidbits of ways that you can consider branching out of your friends and family, really building a huge network, a great customer base, new hosts and hostesses so you can help them become consultants too, and that you can earn those incentive trips, earn that income, gain new friends, and fabulous confidence, because I'm telling you, the success is there. It's just waiting for you to pay the price. All right. It's been wonderful, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. And what's that song that we're always singing? And hopefully you're singing on key and not off like me, but doesn't matter. I'm an excuse buster. Yeah, I'm an excuse buster. Are you?